International human rights law recognizes everyone's right to an adequate standard of living, including adequate housing. Despite the central place of this right within the global legal system, well over 1 billion people are not adequately housed. Millions around the world live in life or health-threatening conditions, in overcrowded slums and informal settlement, or in other conditions which do not uphold their human rights and their dignity. Further millions are forcibly evicted or threatened with forced eviction from their homes every year. This is Housing Development, where we discuss housing, its affordability and accessibility to Nigerians. As always, I am Fleur Ani, your housing diva. Stay tuned for the latest news in the housing sector.
Abuja International Housing Show has put all in place to host the Affordable Housing Design Youth Competition 2021. The Affordable Housing Development Competition is focused on a new generation of thinkers on interconnections between housing, healthcare, and economic opportunity. By matching graduate and undergraduate students with professionals, the competition provides an opportunity to combine classroom experience with real-world practice in affordable housing development. To participate in this competition, which will have winners announced during the Nigeria Housing Awards at the 15th Abuja International Housing Show 2021, visit www.ihsabuja.com for more details. Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola has called for synergy and cooperation among all Nigerians. The minister urging Nigerians, especially professionals and other stakeholders, to join hands to rebuild the nation, said that in spite of challenges and disagreements among various stakeholders and interest groups, Nigerians could work together to build a nation of peace and harmony. According to Fashola, this is a time for rebuilding Nigeria, a time for rebuilding brotherhood and the nation's future. Nigeria Institute of Quantity Surveyors is organizing a zonal workshop slated to take place on 2nd and 3rd of June 2021 in Abuja, Abakaliki, Katsina, Maiduguri, Ibadan, and Uyo, with the theme Importance of Resources Schedule for Inclusive Development of the Construction Industry, rebranding for national development through new service targeting the informal construction sector. Quantity Surveyor Abator, introducing the zonal workshop, says the Institute has a pivotal role to play in prudent costing of projects, procurement planning, budgetary implementation, post-contract auditing, alternative dispute resolution, project management, and project cost monitoring in the construction industry.
The aim of the workshop is to penetrate the lower end of the construction industry market, thereby contributing optimally to sustainable national growth and development. The workshop is scheduled to take place as follows. Date Wednesday 2nd to Thursday 3rd June 2021. Venues are Abakaliki, Abuja, Ibadan, Katsina, Maiduguri, and Uyo. The wisdom in doing this is that we are taking the workshop closer to the populace, wherever you are or wherever our members are. They can attend with ease without necessarily traveling very long distances to access the workshop.
According to TOR, the rebranding program embarked by NIQS is aimed at offering optimum services to clients with core values of transparency, accountability, probity, value for money, and professional competence. Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN, is set for an annual general meeting holding in Abuja on June 2, 2021. President of REDAN, Aliyu Wamako, says this hybrid event will hold simultaneously across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, where it will be live. But topmost on the scale of REDAN is the building of housing units in each of the 774 local government areas of Nigeria, adding that a memorandum of understanding with Family Homes Funds to fund the project has already been signed.
The aim REDAN is having is that first and foremost, everybody deserves a house. And in so doing, we want to build a made-in-Nigerian house. In building a made-in-Nigerian house, we want to industrialize the country in the aspect of, housing, building materials producers, so that at least it creates more jobs into the country. And also, we want to create a cluster of people in various local government that the government will find it easy to give empowerment economically.
The AGM of 2nd June is going to be divided into 2 sessions. The first session will be in the morning. That will be attended by members and guests, and will also give us the opportunity of having a special guest of honor, our host, the Honorable Minister for Works and Urban and Rural Development, and other important dignitaries and stakeholders in the built industry. During this event of morning session, we'll be talking to the general public. We'll also listen to the Honorable Minister. We'll take back from the public, particularly from those who will be giving us goodwill messages, the stakeholders, and we see where we are as an association and as a nation.
Organizing Secretary of the Association, Lami Onai Ahmed, revealing expected highlights of the event, says top players will be guests and new products by REDAN will be unveiled. With an aim to revitalize Nigeria's economy by creating massive employment, REDAN is on the path of changing the face of building in Nigeria to ensure Nigerians get value.
For more housing news, do well to visit www.africanhousingnews.com.
A truly Nigerian company providing tangible local solutions to the nation's housing needs at a realistic and affordable cost for citizens. Brains and Hammers is on a mission to develop housing projects that the country has not witnessed since the development of Gwarinpa in the mid-90s. With a vision of developing over 3,000 housing units on a single site in Abuja, this real estate brand is determined to support Nigerians who desire decent and secure accommodations through affordable financing. The spotlight today is on Brains and Hammers City, which currently has over 200 residents occupying their homes already.
Brains and Hammers City is sitting on 117 hectares of land, which we intend to build 3,500 units. As we speak today, 1,860 are already standing, 1,200 are under construction, and then 1,200 are yet to be built. The ones under construction, we all have estimated delivery dates of end of the year. So by the end of this year, we're looking at least by the end of this year, we must have built over 2,000 homes, all across all boards, the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, and the 4 bedrooms.
Conceived as a quality, self-sustaining and affordable housing project for middle and low-income earners, Brains and Hammers City flaunts an outstanding infrastructural portfolio that covers thousands of acres of land, even in the face of daunting economic challenges.
It's interesting to say that we are a single private company funded privately. There is no government contribution or anything from the government. We built the road, which is about 3.7 kilometers. We provided all the infrastructure that we need to do. Everything is already in place. This is the first and only project, I think, that has been built by a private company in the last time there was anything like this was Gwarinpa, which was 1990. Because it's not just an estate, it's a whole city. When I say city, there's going to be a hospital, there's going to be a school, an orphanage, a bank, a shopping mall, a recreational area. There's everything. We're going to have everything. The whole idea, our president's vision was, when you leave here, you don't have to go out there to look for anything. So I think by the time this project is finished, the residents will tell you that we have everything under our roof.
Within the city, we have at about, basically we are building up at about 2,250 units of housing at the moment. What we already have on ground that people have already started living in is at about 1,494 units.
More than mere residential buildings, Brains and Hammers City is a complete street of up-to-date infrastructure, hospitality and recreation, complete with a perfect road network. Having carved a niche for itself in the real estate sector of Nigeria as a leading brand with insight and expertise, a first choice for premium, luxury and affordable houses, Brains and Hammers restates its commitment to a continuous development and maintenance of healthy living, work and play environments across Nigeria.
My name is Benga Al-Shafa, the Chief Executive of Federal Housing Authority. Keep watching Housing Program.
You're watching Housing Development. With a swelling population and increasing urban migration, which have increased the deficit driven by soaring demand, just how many new housing units does Nigeria need? How can the issue of slums and squatter settlement be addressed in the country? Let's have a look at this report.
Urbanization is an ongoing trend in developed and developing countries. With particular reference to Nigeria, studies have shown that many urban centers have been experiencing rapid and continuous growth over the years as people tend to migrate from rural areas to urban centers in order to better their living conditions. However, there has been an inadequacy of necessary infrastructure to meet the needs of the increasing urban populace. Migrants who cannot afford the high rent of housing in urban centers in order to earn their living through self-efforts build their shelters on government vacant lands, abandoned buildings, and sometimes even under bridges. A drive through the Lokogoma axis of the nation's capital exposes our crew to a squatter settlement characterized by quick-fix makeshift homes, mostly built with recycled wood, bamboo, zinc, aluminium products, and tarpaulin. The settlement has homes in various states of total disrepair and dirty areas littered with waste. This typical space, according to residents, is also a market as well as home for most of these people who are security guards, bike riders, cobblers, water vendors, alongside their relatives and friends. Some dwellers of this settlement, in an interview with the Housing Development Crew, say that most of the makeshift houses they occupy and do business from were recently demolished and also pleaded with government to provide alternative housing for them.
It's not conducive, definitely. We are all human beings. We also have a feeling for human beings also. So you can see it's a federal government rule and they are trying to meet up, at least to feed their family. So you can't stop. At least if you want to stop, you need to make a provision. That's what we are even begging government to make a provision where they can do their business. At least do their business or put their head.
We have been staying in this market since 1999 and we run our businesses here peacefully. And we also know that this place belongs to government. And our brothers and sisters, because of the peace we have here and the unity, our brothers and sisters that come from villages, they know that there is a market here called Lokogoma Peace Market. That is what we name the market. And then we have been working here since 1999, like I said. And then we are applying to the government that anytime they want to make use of the land, they should please let us know so that we will know how to arrange ourselves to move to other places. If the government have a place for us, we are glad. But if it doesn't, we should be let know on how to move to another place.
Would there plenty people now? I know we can't. Almost more than 300 people would they here. Yes, sir. Light no day. Water come one person you come do borehole. What would they sell water? 1 jerrycan they selling 30 naira. If person one bab, they will pay 50 naira to bab. Now here we stay. Now here we the hustle, getting money to repeat my problem. So my problem is what happens for this country now. I know they're happy. Problem is too much. People are looking for what to go eat. So now they see problem is too much. So now what I talk now for our country, government made them help. People are suffer too much.
Most of these makeshift shelters are without basic features such as windows, doors, or roofs, which are mostly substituted with used fabrics or polythene materials to protect them, however minimally, from adverse weather conditions. Despite these conditions, this has been a refuge for so many people. The provision of social housing for the people should be one of every nation's primary concerns. The provision of adequate and affordable housing for Nigerians, especially those at the lowest cadre of society, will initiate a notable growth as it will provide shelter for the people, bring about lots of infrastructural developments, and meet some social needs of the populace. It will also generate an increase of activities within the housing and building industry, thereby creating more job opportunities for both skilled and unskilled labor. This will in turn result in increased productivity and a subsequent rise in the country's GDP, thus improving its economic development.
The need to enhance the living condition of people in any society cannot be overemphasized. The health status of the people has serious consequences on the economy of the country where they reside, as a healthy workforce is a requirement for a vibrant economy. Now let's have a look at Gishiri community still in the Federal Capital Territory as the residents decry substandard living condition.
The road is not really good and the living expectation in this place is so poor. Like, it's hard for you to really have a good job around this place. And secondly, again, we don't have light. And seriously, water is the most important thing about in life. We don't have good water. Especially we don't have good water. Even the pure water they sell here, some of them are seriously bad.
They don't have roads, but I think the light situation is fair. And I think water too is not well distributed, and the houses are too crammed together. I think they need to build the road for the people and see how they can also improve in the housing structure of the place. But for the light, I think they're doing great. There's no prominent hospital around. There's no health center here that takes care of anything. Everybody goes to Metama.
Well, the road is not that good from outside there to inside this place, but the rent is not that high, and we do have light, at least let's say 12 hours in a day. We don't have standard hospital like that.
One of the most prominent features of your house is your roof. Your roof will tell how old your building is. At Plus World, we pride ourselves in having the expertise and products to bring your roof back to life. While other roofing companies suggest removing the roof, we restore the roof with warranty assurance. Let Plus World Roofing recoat your old and fading roofs and make your roofs brand new. Our products are eco-friendly and completely harmless to human and the environment. We offer services that will sustain your roof's integrity and by extension, your property value. This includes roof repairs and maintenance for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Our roof restoration solution saves you up to 70% the cost of replacing your roof. Contact Plus World Roofing today.
While you agree with me that the residents of Gishiri community need basic amenities, good infrastructure put in place to make their living condition comfortable. From a professional angle, let's listen to these town planners as they prefer solutions to eradicating slum settlement in Nigeria.
When all the governments, from local government to the federal government, will not allow the village heads in the north, they call them Menguas, to take over the function of town planners. That is making adequate provision, budgetary and otherwise, to make sure all that the town planner is supposed to do are done. Not waiting until a small slum has grown, then we go there with our red pens to mark. No, we should be proactive at all times. Put the plan, then put the development.
We're having slums developing everywhere. I think in the next few years to come, because more people want to live in the cities. And we all know that the cities are made up of only 3% of the entire nation or in the world per se. But more people are living in the city, so a lot of people want to build in the city. So based on that, we have slum developing. Slum will continue to develop unless we continue to check it. But the powers that be, that we're talking about the government that be, have to support the system. That's only when we can really take away the slum.
The government must invest in the production of plans that will dictate how things are supposed to be run. And then regularly we need to be checking our settlements and upgrading in terms of knowledge the best way to improve that particular environment and then restrict the nature or the desire of people to just build anyhow.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
The desire to acquire decent and affordable housing has lured a lot of Nigerians into temptation that at times cost them their life's fortunes. Nigerians are therefore prone to the activities of fake estate developers who do not stop at anything to swindle their victims. However, most people are swindled because they fail to look before they leap.
Set yourself free. Invest in comfort and ownership. The Stow Home Plan gives you access to flexible and transparent ownership of quality guaranteed homes from as low as 50,000 Naira monthly payment, right at your fingertips. With Stow, you become a property investor using your savings to secure guaranteed capital appreciation. Register today. Visit www.stow.ng or download the Stow app on the Google and Apple Play stores. Stow, powered by Octo 5. Octo 5, freedom to own a home.
What are the three things that will lead to massive construction in this country?
If we understand that cities are now going vertical, meaning they're going up, then we need to adjust our planning.
For us, building isn't just about providing the housing, but the economic empowerment aspect of it is also critical.
That's the most I can bring on today. Join me next week for another informative episode of Housing Development. I remain Flora Arnie, your housing diva. Do stay safe out there.